I believe we're live again. Boy, this has not gone smoothly. This has not gone smoothly tonight. See, this is a reason I wanted to just, give this a shot. It's been a long time since we've done a stream, for sure. Yeah, we're back again. Oh, man. Yeah, this is... This hasn't been... This hasn't been smooth. So I'm gonna turn this on. I'm going in the chat under a burner account. Burner account. Okay. Burner account. Boy. Yeah, I'm just doing a test run here. Okay. Burner account. See what it sounds like. Well, it looks like it's running at least. I'm watching myself through this. Yeah, I'm just doing a test run here. Okay. Burner account. See what it sounds like. Oh man. Were any of you guys here? I asked this before on the last one. Were any of you guys here when I tried to start this back at 8:30? Did anything go live or was it just a dead screen? Any of you guys around for that? I'm curious. So you didn't get a notification back at 8:30. Was anything on the screen? Like, did anything come up? Was it like my desktop screen, or did it never go live? Was it just sitting there saying, like, with the thumbnail, and then it just cut out? Was there anything at all? Corey, Danger Gag, Neptune, thank you guys for showing up. Did you guys see anything back at 8:30? Did the stream ever come on, or was it just the thumbnail and then suddenly it went to nothing, just disappeared? Did you see anything live, like my desktop screen or anything? Is this flowing smooth? It doesn't seem like it is. Seems like it's not. Okay, well that's good. Notification but no live stream. That's good. I'm glad there was no live stream, because the reason I canceled it was because, like, my desktop screen was on there because I forgot to switch to the camera. So, like, all my desktop information was right there on the stream. So that's good. Yeah, I didn't want all my information out there. That's why I panicked really quick and canceled it. But yeah, I don't think I ever actually took it live because I didn't know how to do it. I had it set up, and I think it was preview only. I was in preview only mode, not actually anything there. So yeah. But yeah, so what's up? How many people we got here? Just a handful. people probably got frustrated and don't want to waste their time because I've had so many struggles tonight. Corey, you think this would be better during the day instead of night because of the streaming? Well, during the day, seems like a lot of people are working. So, and the thing is, like, what is during the day? I guess it depends on where our audience is coming from. That's kind of the thing. I'm kind of doing this as a little bit of a test, if you will. Yeah, I'm probably going to delete the other one. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to delete this last one. I don't know. I probably won't archive this one either. I guess it just depends. Yeah, I mean, so how long have we been going here? Yeah, I mean, so how long have we been going here? Yeah, that's, well, we only have a handful of people here. You know, one of the reasons it occurred to me, I had stopped doing these a long time ago was because we just couldn't seem to get enough people back in like 2017. Now we have a much bigger following than we did back then. I have the settings here set that only subscribers can comment, and that seems to be a little strange that we don't have more people in here as subscribers. So, what, yeah, this is kind of just like a test, I guess. Corey, it's probably not on your end. It's probably on my end. Yeah, this is probably not working. It says I have an excellent connection, but it doesn't look too excellent to me. It seems like, it's cutting in and out quite a bit. At least the video is. I don't know about the audio. It doesn't look too excellent to me. It seems like, it's cutting in and out quite a bit. At least the video is. Yeah, the audio seems to be a little bit. It doesn't look too excellent to me. Audio seems better, but I don't know. Maybe the video. I turned it off on my video account, but the audio seems to be a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of just a test run to see, if this is something we're going to do in the future. Again, it looks like a lot of people. Audio seems better, but I don't know. Maybe the seem to have dropped off. We had some viewers, but then lost them. Yeah, I mean, this would be fun, to do some things with, either Q&A or something like that, or just have to have something to talk about. I had some ideas in the past, about doing like a podcast, if you will. I had put a poll out about that like 2 years ago, and you guys said that was something you would be interested in doing. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if the demand is really there. Looks like not too much activity here tonight. Maybe it's a bad time. That's another thing. I'm kind of just trying to decide. Well, I'm sorry it's not working properly. It's telling me I have an excellent connection. Yeah, I can probably change this. I'm going to change this so anyone can chat. I turned off subscriber only mode. Maybe that will allow some more people to participate if there's anyone here. So wait a second. So why aren't you guys subscribed? Like, I don't get it. Is it a privacy thing? You know that you can change your subscriptions to private so nobody else can see them. Do you like have a kid, or is like your girlfriend or wife or your kid using your YouTube account and you don't want them to see the channel? I don't know. I don't know what anyone's life is like other than my own. How do I feel about moving forward with this enlightened and heightened society? Enlightened. What in heightened society? What exactly? What is enlightened? I'm not. I mean, like what are you saying in society is enlightened? I'm curious. Unless I'm just not understanding the definition of how you're using the word. In heightened society. Well, if live streams are an art, then I am not much of an artist yet. So, yeah, Diana Art Dent, please feel free to go into more specifics on the question that you asked. I'm not exactly sure what you are asking. So, oh boy. The mood and thinking isn't heightened of society, but what exactly are you referring to that is? What do I think of the world and society today? Random person, my man. Oh, what do I think of? So I'm trying to answer these questions here. Let's see. I have to start with this question. What do I think about society? I think there's well, I have no plans on turning this into a political stream. Let me see. Oh man, I'm trying to get this so I'm more on camera. I need to go to this, don't I? Yeah, I need to watch myself through this, not through the other thing. Okay, maybe this is set up a little bit better now. See, I don't like the zooming of this. The zooming on this camera, the zooming on this OBS studio is different than the program I do to record the commentary from this spot. It doesn't come out quite the way I like it. Okay. All right, random person. Well, it was nice to have you for a minute. Yeah, hopefully you guys were not too annoyed earlier by this struggles we've had tonight. Yeah, I don't think the first one ever went live. We were supposed to go live at 8:30. I don't think it ever happened. I think that I never actually turned it on. I was in preview mode, and I didn't know there was a preview mode because there didn't used to be a preview mode. That's the thing. This YouTube Studio when I decided I was going to do this stream I was thinking about it a couple weeks ago. I'm thinking about it, and I realized that, holy shit, I haven't done a stream in 3 years. I have no idea how to even do this anymore, because I was doing it in Studio Classic, not in the new YouTube studio. Now this is totally different. A little bit. I mean, I don't even really remember what it used to look like. Not too much different, maybe. It's nicer now. I do like this subscriber-only mode. ActionCom, I don't know why you're not subscribed. I'm assuming there's a very good reason why you're not subscribed. But yeah, I mean, the subscriber-only mode that they added in like the last 6 months is good to keep out the trolls and, you know, people chatting gibberish or sending endless emojis. Yeah. Let's see. I guess I have to play the game. So I'm starting back here at the beginning. I wanna start with these questions here. First, I'm gonna type something into the chat here because people can watch this later. Welcome to the stream. Okay, now let me go back. So, about society, what do I think about society? And there's a follow-up question, the protest and violence. Is this a good thing that may help the channel or move people away because of the political BS? Well, as far as this channel goes, I don't talk about politics on this channel. The only political relevance, I guess, only relevance to politics I've ever done is whenever we've covered the Purge election year, I put on the Trump mask. Other than that, which Samantha always loved, but other than the Trump mask on the Purge election year, yeah, I really don't want to have anything to do with that. The protests and violence, is this a good thing? Well, any protests going on in this country, no matter what side the person is on, I don't think will have any bearing on this channel. And obviously I'm not talking about it, so I'm not going to drive anybody away. I don't think. I think the love of DID is much stronger than, you know, anything else that's going on in the world, at least when it comes to this channel, because I don't, like I said, I don't deal with anything else. So let's see. So that's kind of really all I can say about that. Yeah, I mean, I think that violence is never good. I think that protests are good if they're done properly and if they are based off of facts and you know, reality. If you're protesting in reality and you're not protesting because of something you read on the internet, that is good. And if there's a real cause you're fighting for that's grounded in reality or your own personal life, I think that's a good thing, as long as you are a peaceful protester. But yeah, obviously there's a lot of people, and you know, people make it seem political. You know, when you look at people that are criminals, people that are breaking the law or whatnot, if you're referring to people you see on TV that are causing violence in the streets, you have to understand that most of those people probably don't even vote. People who are criminals tend to not be politically active. So if you see somebody on the street setting a building on fire or something, that person probably isn't a voter. So that person really doesn't have a political leaning or anything they really care about if they're probably not even voting. It's just someone that's looking for an opening to cause a problem. And then somehow one side will blame the other side that person is representing them when that person is just representing themselves and doesn't vote. So I don't see these as really being political violence as much as it just is violence as someone has an excuse to do something and they kind of use a protest or a political action to accomplish it. But I don't think it's fair to align a criminal with a political party unless you can verify for sure that they are a voter and they're telling you I vote and this is who I voted for, and because I voted for said person, I did this in response. Then yeah. So that's really all I have to say about yeah. Oh wait, you asked a follow up here. Sorry, I just wanted to say hi and wanted to know how you've been doing since all of this BS pandemic came on. Hard to watch on YouTube. Well, we've been plugging along. This last year has been quite difficult when it comes to making episodes, and that has nothing to do with the pandemic. That just has to do with the scenes in which I had chosen, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to move on here to another question. Let's see. Well, back here to ActionCom. Yeah, live streams. I agree. Live streams probably are an art. And I never really dove into them too much. Samantha and I did them quite a bit for a little, not really quite a bit. Whenever we would film, whenever Samantha and I got together to film, we would do a stream. But beyond that, not too much streaming. Back in 2017, I streamed by myself on like a weeknight, and it took a while, to build people up, to get them interested. There were times with Samantha towards the end where I think we had 20, 25 people in the chat, and it was pretty fun. One of the reasons I kind of gave up on it years ago in 2017, doing it regularly, like doing it on a weekly basis, I kind of gave up on that simply because there was not enough activity. We had a much smaller following at the time. I feel like, and again, Sunday night may be a bad time. I think that Friday and Saturday night would be worse. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Why don't you guys let me know? When do you think would be the optimal time? I know Corey told me. Corey said he thinks I should do this better during the daytime instead of at night. Corey, were you referring to the actual stream connection? That the stream connection would be better with YouTube during the day than it is at night, that they're too busy at night, so that's why this kind of gave us some problems. That could be. Let's see. So yeah, ActionCom brought up about the memberships. That is definitely something that I am going to talk about Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Yes, hello. Nice to see you again. Yes, I remember. You had sent me some stuff on Facebook. Please don't send me that stuff on Facebook. I think I may have been rude to you. I apologize if I was, but I'm not really interested in people sending me pictures on Facebook or anything else. Unless it's some kind of new scene or some scene you found that you wanted to show me. I really don't want people sending me anything on Facebook and Facebook messages. If you have something to send that is of value to me, send it through the email on the channel. Again, anything personal is not of value to me. I don't have any interest in that. But Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, that is. I think I used to do Wednesday. I actually organized the old live stream playlist this afternoon. I kind of got everything in there and deleted like a 53-second stream that failed with Samantha and some other stuff. And I think it said in one of them live streaming Wednesday that I did that. Yeah, it's just going to depend. My schedule during the day is very, very hit and miss. It's just kind of, I have another life outside of this. So as far as when, that's probably one of the biggest problems too, is trying to find the right time where I can actually consistently show up at the same time. every week or every month. Maybe we start doing these once a month and then move to once a week. I don't know. I think maybe that's an option. But okay, let me go back here. ActionCom brought up the membership, possibly. He said membership mode. If you're talking about channel memberships, that's the blue button. That is definitely something. So Corey, was it Corey that asked? Yeah, what we're planning on doing for next year. Corey asked what we're planning on doing for next year, and then ActionCom brought up, channel memberships. So channel memberships are definitely something that I plan on implementing on here. I'll probably end up doing another video on it, I'm sure, instructing you guys on how to do that. When it comes, that's something. And one of the reasons. So here's the thing: I've had access to merchandise, the YouTube merch shelf, merchandise option to sell T-shirts, things like that. I've had access to that for. I want to say I've had access to that for 2.5 years, probably, and I thought I was going to get access to it 3 years ago when we broke 10,000 subscribers, which was only like a month ago, 3 years ago, and it was like end of November 2018. I thought I was going to get access to merchandise back then, and I was really excited about it, to like design T-shirts and stuff like that. And then they didn't give it to me. It takes them forever to roll stuff out after they tell you they're going to do it. So they didn't give it to me, and by the time I got it, I had kind of lost interest in it, so I never designed any merchandise. That's why we don't have a store on our YouTube channel tab. A mask with a gag on it would have sold like hotcakes. Sorry, I'm jumping down here to the new one. And I put that video out and I asked you guys, what you would think would be something you would buy merchandise-wise. Excuse me. And you guys, some people said that, some kind of gag-themed mask. Here's the thing. I didn't get into it at all because, I don't know. Are masks really going to last? For how long? I don't know. It seems, I don't really believe that's going to be a long-term thing that sticks. And to design a piece of merchandise for a short period of time. Yeah, I was behind on that. Maybe I should have done that. But I don't know. I still can't. They're going to. They'll probably be around for a little while longer. I just haven't got to make the merchandise store yet. I was asking you guys kind of for feedback on that. One thing I was going to do. I'm so busy with so many things trying to run this. I told you guys I have another life outside of this. So the amount of time that goes into this shit, especially right now. So right now, when I get done with this stream, I'm going to be processing an HD version of episode 297. I've ran 3 test runs on the newest version in standard def, and all 3 of them have no copyright claims. Patrons are already watching episode 297 and 298. So if you want to watch 297 and 298, go pledge $2 on Patreon. Those are already out, and the thing is, the video passed, the HD version of 297 passed on our secondary account, and then it failed on this account. So that's why you guys don't have 297 yet, because I had to keep editing it, and you end up diving down the rabbit hole fixing these claims. You fix a claim, a new claim comes up. You fix that, a new one comes up. And so I think I'm done now. I have a standard def version has passed 3 times. So now I have to do an HD version, a final little polish HD version, and then run that through. The problem with that is to process and upload an HD KK episode that is an hour long. Unfortunately, 297 is an hour long. In order to do that, it's like a 2.5 hour turnaround time. So I have to do a test run to make sure the HD version passes, and then it's going to be another 2 hours after that for me to put it on this channel. And hopefully I get that done before the claimant signs in tomorrow, Monday, and checks their claims in case there happens to be a manual review claim, which I don't think there is. But hopefully I get you guys $297 tomorrow. That's a plan. I've been planning on that. I was going to get it to you on Friday or Saturday, whenever the patrons got it. So a little behind on that. Let me scroll back up here. So, yeah, so that's the I was talking about the merchandise with the mask and whatnot. Let me see down here. Hey, I got a super chat. Well, I appreciate that, and that is. Would you believe that is the first ever super chat we have received here? Well, I guess it's not that hard to believe that, since we haven't ran a live stream or a premiere in close to 3 years. So I guess it's not that hard to believe. Super chats were around back in 2018. We had them when Samantha and I were streaming. I believe we had them. Yeah, they were already out. But back then, super chats were a lot newer, and people were not as apt to send super chats back in 2018 when we were still streaming, when I was streaming with Samantha. So that was a little different. So I got about 10-15 minutes left. So I'm going to try and get through all this. Well, Lothar Mordred, Shirk Media, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I'm glad you and your girlfriend like the content. Now, I just have to ask. No, I don't want to put you on the spot. Is your girlfriend's another person, right? You and your girlfriend? Because you sent me those other pictures. I'm just making sure. That's totally fine. Yeah. Well, you and your girlfriend, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the super chat. Like I have in the comments section, or in the video description here on this stream. On the video description of the stream, it says super chats take top priority. So, I'm honoring that word there. Let me see. ActionCom, you should teach a class on YouTube video verification. You've abandoned Priya mode? I don't know what you're asking here. What kind of video verification? Oh, premiere mode, yes. Well, here's the thing with premiere mode, YouTube premieres. When premieres came out about 3 years ago, I remember it was right around the time we were working with Danny 3 years ago. And when premiere mode came out, I really loved that idea of premiere mode. I thought YouTube premieres was awesome, a great idea. The problem with it is the video. Well, you know what? That's not even the case anymore. Normally, videos are too short for premiere mode to have much value. At least I think. These musicians upload videos with a premiere, and it's a music video that's 3.5 minutes long. Well, when you sit in a movie theater and you watch something, you're not sitting there for 3 minutes. Now, unfortunately, some of these ridiculous episodes I've been making have been an hour long. I thought about doing a premiere with MPT with $295 Mesa Para Trays, the hour-and-a-half long episode. I thought about doing a premiere with that. The problem is, I have to be here, and I have to sit through it too. I got to moderate the comments. I'd have to be there. If it's a premiere event, I'm supposed to be there with you, and that's harder to do. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Yeah, you'd want the video to be longer, but then at the same time, I have to be there and monitor it. And it's a lot of work. And I think one of the things with YouTube that people love is the fact that you get to watch the content later. You don't have to watch it live. people love their DVRs for a reason, and YouTube is a total DVR. So with premieres, I'm not saying I'm never going to do one again, and I probably should have done them again with these long videos. The long videos are the right time to do the premieres, but I think it's just hard to manage that and to be there for the premieres. Now, when you said teach a class on video verification, I'm confused as far as that goes. So I'm scrolling back up here. So when I talked about the merchandise there a little bit, the YouTube merchandise, and that's something we could do. Channel memberships, though. I talked about this in a past video. I've had access. You used to have 30,000 subscribers to do channel memberships. I've had access to them for a little over a year, I want to say. Now it's anybody that's a YouTube partner. The channel memberships, that's the blue join button on a channel when you see that. And you click on it, and there's probably a little video, and there's different tiers and stuff. It's an alternative to Patreon. That's why they did that. YouTube's trying to compete with Patreon. And, I mean, the problem with that is they are way behind in the game. They're way late to the party. To convince someone like myself that's been using Patreon for about half a decade to suddenly start using channel memberships, that's a tough sell, especially because their rates are much worse than Patreon's. So I was thinking, like, there's definitely some stuff I can do different. Someone, Cardin Nagayan, just sent me profanity. Yeah. Well, guess what? It's not showing, buddy. Unfortunately, I can't go to his profile and block him. Can I report it? Whatever. Yeah, idiot. Now he's saying, so you sent a profanity message, now you're saying you love our videos. Okay. So I'm getting down here through the questions. Channel memberships. Here's the good thing about channel memberships on YouTube. Channel memberships on YouTube are fully integrated to your channel, whereas Patreon is not. That's a problem with Patreon, and some of it falls on me. I've always wanted to get more people involved for a smaller dollar amount on Patreon. I just have not been able to come up with a good plan as far as what I could offer. And the fact is, like, we do KK early access with that, but sometimes it's not always a lot or enough. And you can't integrate it, so I can't go, okay, the video is early access and then it becomes a public video because it's not through the channel. Channel memberships will allow me to change that. A channel membership will allow me to have videos that are members only, early access, and then I can end up changing them to public videos. It's like schedule them to go public. So what we can do is have real early access. And I think, and I'm looking for some suggestions from you guys. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I don't know if you're familiar with channel memberships or the perk guidelines or what people are offering, but I'm looking for suggestions on what to offer. I think what we're going to end up doing is integrating this channel into being like a primarily members-based channel. Meaning that, can you guys see my full face on the screen? Because in my OBS studio I can see it, but on here it's like, no, we want to go like that, I think. We're going to see if this lets you see me better. I think it does. Yeah, should be. I tried moving that. Yeah, and there is a lag here, so that you know. I don't know how much time it is. I want to say it's like 15, 20 seconds behind. Yes, the face is masked. There is a lag, so you guys know. This, your comments, I read them off after you write them because there's a delay. But no, with channel memberships, here's what I think I want to do. I want to turn this channel into a primarily a membership-based channel, so that anyone, and I don't want to have different tiers. I don't want to have like $1, $5, $10, $25. I just want to have one tier, and I'm thinking it's going to be like $5.99 a month, so $6. YouTube takes 30% of the money, so I think I'm gonna do this, one option membership that's going to include everything. So the memberships, yeah, there is some stuff up there. I could put a roll of tape up there on the shelf, but next time I'll do that. Yeah, so with the memberships, there's going to be like custom badges, custom emojis. Not that that has much value, but I want to turn everything like into early access, and the community board post will be members only primarily, and then I could post something public later. But yeah, it's going to be like watching Better Call Saul on Netflix. I don't know if any of you guys are watching Better Call Saul on Netflix if you don't have AMC, but if you are, then you know you haven't seen the most recent season because they're waiting to release the final season, and once they do that, then Netflix will get last season. So people who aren't watching AMC are behind. So some photos of Ochoa and young Kerry Werner would be nice. Is that episode 198 and then 200 of the KK? They were pretty much back to back almost. And then Ochoa had 201 as well. But yeah, so I'm thinking about big time early access for memberships. Now, as far as our live action titles, that's going to stay through Patreon totally. That's primarily what we've had success with Patreon for. There may be still a $2 early access option on Patreon, but it'll only probably be a couple days. And sometimes those have extra footage. It just depends. Like the patron version of $2.97 is now going to be a little different than the public version because of the copyright crap. But like there's an age-restricted Rebel Day Recap 25 version for patrons. Not that there's really anything that should be age-restricted, but that's just something they chose to do. So yeah, I mean, there's some definite options for the channel memberships that I think, and you guys, I want you to send me suggestions. I mean, you could do members-only live chats in here. I don't really want to do that, but we could have members-only exclusive live streams, or the podcast. Like if I do a podcast and the podcast, to watch it live, to be in the podcast live, you have to be a member, and then like a week later, it'll display publicly for non-members. We could do that. I mean, there's a lot of different things now, and YouTube's really been pushing those channel memberships. They actually have in December here, they've had an ad campaign going with them. You guys may have seen commercials on YouTube for channel memberships, like the guy with the cake recipe, or he's got like some cake stuffed into something. I saw the commercial. They're trying to promote the channel memberships, and they're even giving me the option to make my posts members only, even though I haven't completed the process yet. And like members only is a video setting option, even though I haven't completed the process. They're trying to get me involved in it, and I think it's a good way to go for like real early access, and it's a cheap option, and it's going to allow me to communicate with the members better. You know, I haven't been able to do as much on Patreon as I wanted to, for sure. Okay, so that's kind of what I have planned for the future next year. Obviously, that's like business-wise with the memberships. Obviously, with the KK, we've got the Olympics coming next year, and we've got a decent crowd of people here now. A little bit. What are we up to? 12 people. That's not too bad. People are starting to get involved. Hey, it's been so long since we live streamed. Like I said, I mean, you know, I got to find my footing here with this too. Boy, am I really glad that version back at 8:30 did not go live, because I got to tell you, I had like all my personal information from my desktop screen posted on the video, and I think I was in preview mode. I don't think I ever went live with it. I never clicked that button. that's why you guys said you didn't see anything. But it was showing it to me in the preview mode. It scared the shit out of me, so I scrapped the whole thing. But yeah, okay. So let's go back here. And thanks again for that super chat, Lothair. I appreciate that. It's our first ever super chat in the history of the channel. Not that we've been doing live streams often or anything, but let's see. Action Kong didn't see anything at 8:30. Absolutely nothing. That is a very good thing. Okay, where were we at here? Danger Gag. Question. I understand you'll have some Christmas themed shows coming up. No, not this year. I mentioned I had follow us on Facebook if you're not. I posted something on the community board from a Facebook post, something I put on our Facebook page. I comment on Bloody Disgusting's Facebook page all the time with our Facebook page. Bloody Disgusting is a horror, like a horror website, a form of journalism. Like before it was just a website, I think, but been around. I've been reading Bloody Disgusting for the website, bloodydisgusting.com. I've been following them for 20 years. Since I was in junior high, I've been reading Bloody Disgusting. But yeah, it's great for horror news. So the Christmas themed stuff, that's not this year. That's next year. The one thing I posted, I wrote on Facebook, say, isn't that an Australian film? So we got the KK Olympics coming up. I'm not going to spoil anything, but and then there's going to be a recap that is Christmas themed at the end of next year. Yeah, I didn't get to do anything like that this year. 297 and 298. Well, ActionCom, you're a patron. You can watch 297 and 298. If you've watched 297 or 298, you know how long those are, and those have copyright claims to deal with. And I tell you, I killed myself this last year plus. The last 14, 15 months, I really killed myself with this whole thing, with these episodes I picked, the scenes I picked. Once you get past 298, though, things are going to start to get a lot easier for me as far as the editing, for sure. And as far as editing goes, Danger Gag here asked, editing software. So I use cheap Windows Movie Maker 2016 normally for my videos. I use DaVinci Resolve for some more complex stuff, but I found that the layout of 2016 Movie Maker is just easier for me to follow to do the edits. I don't do a lot of complex editing, so I don't need like Adobe Premiere. It's like too much for me to bother with. Let's see here. I have problems with live stream. Yeah, if we're talking about the Christmas themed episodes are both very good. Well, one is a recap, so you don't think of it as a Christmas episode. But the villain in the recap episode I'm talking about that is Christmas themed, he actually says Christmas Day. He actually says that in the episode. He's going to say that, and I didn't realize there was a Christmas tree in the background. So yeah, that's interesting. But the new Christmas scene, yeah, that's going to be during the KK Olympics. Yes, they're very good. So yeah, you mean as far as not live streaming for a long time and then coming back? Yeah, we didn't live stream for a very long time. It's been almost 3 years. And yeah, we definitely had a rough experience tonight trying to get it running, for sure. Let's see, I'm trying to get through all of these. Charles, Ringmaster, I hope you're still here. It's fitting that the Ringmaster is going to ask about pro wrestling down here. So, are you going to do any old, I assume you mean scenes, from the 40s and 50s or 60s? Well, we've done a scene from the 60s already, the Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's currently the oldest scene we've ever done. Done the Weekend of Terror, which we covered and then recapped. That's 1970, I believe, so close. I do have some stuff planned from the 60s. As far as black and white stuff goes, 40s and 50s, that would be like what I would call classic TV. I have some stuff saved. The thing of it is with that, the problem, those scenes are normally a lot shorter. And a lot of people don't have that much interest in the black and white stuff, the real old school stuff. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. I just have so many other things planned right now that are a lot better that it's hard to justify the time. And Diana also was curious about those old scenes. What happened to the girls who were watching content with you? You should have them do more, give their feedback on scenes. So they both moved away. Samantha and Anna both moved away. I've been talking to both of them recently. Samantha kind of retired. Samantha's in her early 40s. It wasn't really an age thing, just her life, personal things in her life. She did move, and so she's kind of retired. We're still good friends, though. Anna also had moved not long after we filmed Caught in Traffic, even though she had come up and we did some commentary. We're still going to be working together. She comes into town quite regularly. I just kind of put the new live action stuff on hold. I kind of had to because of COVID, obviously. This spring and summer, I'm going to try and partner with like a local independent film producer to handle some of the workload. I don't have much of an interest in actual filming or directing. I like to write and act, so I'm looking to bring more people in for that are local. Thank you, Cardin, for loving the kidnapping videos. Having it integrated would be perfect when I log into YouTube. But yeah, exactly. Having channel memberships integrated into YouTube so you can log in and get your benefits right there instead of the third-party Patreon stuff is definitely going to be, beneficial. Okay. You need to put some stuff, where are we at here? There's a nice photo. Well, I did cover that already. Do you think you could... Nike J retracted his statement. Do you think you could play clips during live chats, or is that too dangerous? Yeah, I can't play any scenes during live streams. What I could do during live streams, so one of my favorite YouTubers who gave me a shout out at the end of the Invisible Man episode, Dead Meat. I don't know if you guys watch Dead Meat, if you watch the kill count. James is one of my favorite YouTubers. I don't know I think he's a little upset with me right now because I tried to help him with a copyright strike he had. I think he might have thought I was trying to be a know-it-all, but I was just trying to help him out. No, I don't think he's really angry with me. So at the end of the Invisible Man kill count, the 1933 one, the OG Invisible Man, if you watch that kill count, he gives a shout out to the Sticky Situations brand. So you can watch that and then write in the comments, crime scene sent me here, whatever. Let's see. So, one thing I got off topic there. So, one thing Dead Meat does, one thing James does, is he live streams a lot of his work. So, he could live stream, he might live stream his editing, like editing a KK episode. So, I could live stream a KK edit. Okay, maybe later at night is a little better time to do the stream. We seem to have more people involved here closer to 10 o'clock than we did back at 8:30. Are there too many people watching football on Sunday night here? That's something to think about. So I could do a live stream with my Windows Movie Maker opened, like a live stream editing a KK episode, because it's not full screen, so it's not going to trigger the copyright claim through the system. It's little tiny parts on the screen. So I could edit a KK episode. I could write the KK comic stories live. I'd have to get a different program because my Microsoft Word has my real name on there. So I'd have to write it somewhere else or just show myself while I'm writing it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have another mishap where I almost broadcast my personal information on the live stream, like I had in the preview mode, and almost, I was worried. I ended that stream at 8:30 so fast, and I deleted it from the video log real quick. And people have confirmed that they were there at 8:30, and absolutely nothing came on. Yeah, so that is Whew, I was worried. Let's see. Yeah, so I can't play full scenes during live streams. What's my top 3 KK episodes of the year? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, that's a good one. Christmas Day. It's the same guy, same scene, who says both of those lines. It is a Christmas movie. There's a Christmas tree in the background. That's a good one. Do you know that awesome scene? I have it in basically in HD. I have it ripped from the DVD. Best footage quality ever. The custom edit I'm going to do on that scene next Christmas. Oh boy, them White Sox. Nothing. Whoops, did I say that? Okay, let's keep going. What's my top 3 KK episodes of the year? Well, of 2021, so we'll start, I guess, with episode 286, the first Turkish Cycle episode, which technically I put out in January, and I think I probably put out 287 for the first time, and in December. Yeah, I put 286 out in December of 2020. 2021. So January of 2021. December of 2020 was 286, and then I probably put the first 287 out then as well. So it's 286 through right now. My top 3 episodes, number 1 has got to be Beautiful Villager 290. That's just, like I had written in the original description, if that's not in your top 10 of all time, seek professional help. Beautiful Villager with Gazem Karaja. Oh man, that's got to be number 1 for me, I think. But the other one, they're all so good. That's why we didn't get very many episodes out. They take so damn long to make. 290. 293 is very good, and thank you for that footage, Danger Gag. You're the one who gave me the footage for 293. 294 and 295, very good. 300 is going to be right there with 290, for sure. So, yeah, that's kind of what I got right there. KK40 needs an updated video. Yes, it does. Yeah, I got a whole hard drive full. Well, folks, I got to go, actually. We've been running here for a while. I got to head out. So I'm going to see you guys soon. We're going to plan another live stream soon. I'm going to read over these and finish this. So I'm going to see you guys. Thank you.